Tuning in. Yes, Cheryl and Jeremy are off and I'm filling in today. And you know what? I love, love, love mashed potatoes. But BJ, you're going to tell me that, you know, I'm worried about my weight, don't want to eat mashed potatoes because it might be a little bit more fattening as an alternative.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. We make them with cauliflower.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I got to tell you, I was telling you this before we went to air. I don't like cauliflower, but you said it tastes pretty much like mashed potatoes.
You know, we feed this to kids and they don't even know that there's no potatoes in them.
Okay, you're going to take me through how simple it is to make.
Yeah, sure,
okay.
Sure. So we're going to do the cauliflower first. Basically, we've just been cooking this cauliflower for, 5-10 minutes just in water.
Okay.
It's real simple. We're basically just going to throw that in the blender here with some...
Do you need to season this at all?
Yeah, we use salt and pepper.
Okay.
And watch this, we're going to load it up with butter too. So here's a little cauliflower.
And butter's okay?
Butter's okay. One of the things that we teach is that butter and fat really doesn't make you fat.
Really?
Yeah, nor do things like just saturated fat cause heart attacks necessarily. There's so many myths out there about healthcare, and the truth is we use a ton of butter. And historically, people used a lot of butter, and there were never any heart attacks. It was only when we started using things like margarine and corn oil and all that.
Absolutely.
So we'll use a ton of butter in this. And whoops, there we go. We'll use salt and pepper. When we're done, we'll actually put some chives in it as well.
And this is all good for you?
This is all good for you.
I love it.
Yeah. No, we really teach people how to, you eat the things that they love eating, including things like chocolate and things that taste like mashed potatoes.
Perfect.
Basically just churn this baby up here.
Blend it up for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we blend it up. Blends real easy, and then once we put this in the oven for 10-15 minutes. Doesn't take long. Check it out. We got our cauliflower mashed potatoes right here.
It does look really good.
So we actually tell the kids, we tell them that it's cauliflower mashed potatoes, but there's no potatoes in it.
Is that ever smart?
Yeah. So automatically, for people who've ever looked at reducing their carbohydrates, immediately we're getting more nutrients, right? And fewer carbohydrates, which just makes it healthier overall.
Perfect. I am going to try that too.
Yeah.
What's also a big misconception, we talk about chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate being bad for you, but chocolate can be... Okay.
Well, the thing is, we make it with stevia, which is just a natural sweetener from the health food store.
Okay.
So the big thing with chocolate, I eat a ton of chocolate, and in our seminars, we teach people a ton of recipes with chocolate, and things like butter and saturated fat. That's not an actual problem.
Okay.
The problem is that most chocolate has a ton of corn oil and processed stuff and sugar. So basically, when we're cooking this stuff here, we just melt down the baker's chocolate. So this is just there's no sugar in it. So obviously it's a little bitter, so that's why you put some things like butter in it.
True.
We'll use this stevia, which stevia is just a natural herb. So it's sweet, comes from the ground. It's just the way it was created by nature. You can kind of play with it to make sure you're using the right amount. We'll even use cinnamon just to really flavor it up a little bit.
In a double boiler?
Yeah, double boiler, so this will melt down. Take a little while to melt. But you can do a ton of it. We have recipes where people make chocolate cake, where they make brownies, all kinds of things, but they're not getting sugar because it's really sugar that gets people's hormones out of control.
Absolutely.
And it's not so much calories, but it's a hormonal problem why people can't lose weight.
BJ, there's a lot of misconceptions out there. So as long as you educate yourself, there are things that you can eat in moderation, or if you substitute different things, it can make a big difference.
Most people that come to our seminars, they're trying their hardest. They're eating salads and chicken, and they're not having pop, and they're going to the treadmill every day.
True.
But we find that a lot of people, they have a hormone problem.
Okay.
So it's not a calorie thing. It's more about the problem that they have hormone problems just because we live in a toxic world.
True.
So we also have a detox element that we teach as well, how to get all the toxins out of your body, and then those get the hormones under control, and then your body can burn fat for a change.
And that's coming this Saturday, the seminar?
Yeah.
Okay, people can attend that. Do you have a phone number people can call?
It's 673-1132.
Perfect.
So we actually have a free preview DVD with a ton of testimonials. We have people who've lost 50, 60, 70 pounds now. A ton of people who've come off their blood pressure medication and their triglyceride medication. Just some really amazing results for people.
Well, we can take a look
and
at...
they're eating this stuff.
I know we've got a picture of, is it Evelyn? We've got a picture of Evelyn. You can tell me she was a success story.
Yeah. So here's somebody who's lost 35 pounds in the last year.
Wow.
And this is a lady who actually doesn't exercise to this date. I'm still trying to get some of our participants to start exercising. But when you get your hormones under control, you don't have to exercise. Exercise is overrated.
I like this guy.
So it's the truth.
Overrated.
It's the truth.
I'm going to go with that. Exercise is overrated.
Do you want to try some of this? This is great.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And use a fork. How about I use
this is the cauliflower mashed potatoes.
I know we have to go to break, but
tell the kids that it's potatoes, and they'll eat it up anyway.
A little bit for you.
This is great.
I think they will.
There you go. Oops, there's another plate.
I'm going to give you some. Perfect.
This is great.
I'll give you another one. Here you go.
Sure. And actually, we should get the chocolate out of the fridge there too.
Oh, and the chocolate. That's right.
So this is the main course, and then we've got the dessert.
There you
We just
go.
wanted to show some things that, you know, people might think that you can never eat if you're trying to get healthier, but you really can. So do you have a fork or a spoon?
I have a fork. You know what? We're going to take a quick break,
try
and when
it.
we come back, let me see, because you know what? I don't necessarily like cauliflower, but that's good.
It's awesome, yeah.
That's amazing.
We'll also use it with cream or yogurt or all kinds of fat, you know, fat foods, but they don't make you fat as long as your body's healthy.
BJ, you're awesome.
Yeah, it's good,
Thank
isn't
you
it?
so much. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more. Oh, I love this.
It's good.
Tasty.